Nikola Jokic is having a historical season. You could say possibly the best season in his career. It looks like it statistically. When I look at his stats, he's putting up better numbers than he's ever done in almost every statistical category, except for rebounds. Just he's a little bit down from his career high in rebounds per game. But if you look at it, he's averaging 29.1 points per game, 10.3 assists, 12.8 rebounds, on 57% shooting. This is definitely a historical season. He's averaging a triple-double. He would be the third player in NBA history to average a triple-double during the regular season. His teammate Russell Westbrook did this several years ago when Westbrook was with OKC, and Oscar Robertson did it way back in the day with the Milwaukee Bucks. So this is a great accomplishment by the Joker. You got to give him his props for putting up these ridiculous numbers. This may be peak Jokic. Just he's been that good, just out of this world great. And you got to respect that. But I would say SGA is equally as deserving of winning the MVP award. When you look at the numbers SGA is putting up from the shooting guard position, those numbers are also very historical. We haven't seen a shooting guard dominate the game the way SGA is dominating since Michael Jordan. He's putting up nearly identical numbers to what we saw Michael Jordan put up during the Bulls' first three-peat run. And Jordan won MVPs during the first three-peat. So I can see how it can go either way. Just I don't think anybody should get angry if SGA gets it. It's just, to me, a coin flip. It can go either way. Just personally, I wouldn't be offended by whoever gets this award. They're equally as deserving. I can't say Jokic is more deserving of it than SGA. I just think they're about even when you factor in their numbers when it comes to their team winning games. SGA's team is winning a lot more games than Jokic's team. So you got to give credit where credit's due. But I just want to go back to Jokic, just his legacy. I don't think if Jokic wins the MVP this season, it's going to really change his legacy when we look at it. Just sure, it'll be nice to get another MVP. If he gets the fourth MVP, he then ties Wilt Chamberlain and LeBron James at having 4 league MVPs. Only Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, and Kareem would be ahead of him. Bill Russell and Michael Jordan both have 5 league MVPs, while Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6 league MVPs. If Jokic gets his fourth, then he's in striking distance of getting to possibly Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's number of MVPs if he can remain healthy these next 5 years and put up the same type of numbers he's been putting up. It's realistic that he would have a shot at winning some more, but you never know. But just wanted to say that if he wins a league MVP this year, I don't think it really would change his legacy. He would have 4 MVPs and 1 title. Does that put him in the top 10? I still can't put him in the top 10, and it's very close. I really do like Jokic. He's my favorite player in the current NBA. Just my favorite player of all time is Tim Duncan, and I don't have him ahead of Tim Duncan. I know some of his fans will disagree with me, but I just can't put him ahead of him at this moment in time. But the guys I have ahead of Jokic right now in the top 10, it's in no particular order. Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, LeBron James. That's my top 10 right there. I don't think winning a league MVP would be enough for Jokic to remove any of these guys out of the top 10. What it really comes down to now in Jokic's career, he needs rings more than he needs I meant to say league MVPs. He needs rings more so than he needs league MVPs. He's got to start winning some more championships. There's just no way around it. There's no way around it when it comes to his legacy. His legacy is not going to change where it is right now, where he's probably somewhere in the top 20. But he's not going to be able to move up unless he wins some titles. To me, it's funny because I think Jokic has like the opposite problem of Jason Tatum. In Jason Tatum's case, he has the NBA championship, but he's not even top 20 in my eyes because he hasn't dominated the game. He hasn't stepped up during the playoffs to dominate and show how truly great he can be. Just and when I would say truly great among just the all-time greats when it comes to winning a title, he didn't show that last year. He shrunk in the big moments. but he has a championship. And if Tatum wins another title the same way, I don't think we're going to change our opinions about him because his rings don't carry the weight of a great player because he did not carry the team when it mattered. Whereas I feel like Jokic, it's more like he's been dominating during playoffs. He's been coming through, but he hasn't won enough championships. He just hasn't won enough. Whereas Tatum hasn't won any league MVPs to show he's dominant, and Jokic has. So it's kind of like the inverse problem they have here. Jokic has dominated. He's shown his greatness. The only thing left to do is to win more titles. He has one. He needs to add to that ring count. Jokic needs to get at least a few more titles, at least 3. We got to get 2 more just for him to make a huge dent to try to move up that list of all-time greats. I don't think he can do that unless he wins a few more titles. He can win more MVPs, but it's just not going to be enough for him to get into the top 10 all-time greats. That's what it comes down to. I think that's why last year really hurts when the Nuggets could not beat the Timberwolves in Game 7 at home in Denver. That to me was a tough loss when it came to Jokic's legacy because I think if they had won that game, the Nuggets, I think, would have won the title that year because they were a matchup problem for the Celtics. Even with Porzingis, I don't think the Celtics could match up with Jokic. And keep in mind, Porzingis got hurt in that series last year. So in the finals, he would have been hurt against the Nuggets. That's why it really hurt. When you have opportunity to win it all and your team doesn't come through, those are years that really hurt your legacy, I feel. And there's plenty of examples of that from other great players where they could have won a title in certain years of their career, but they just missed it, due to bad luck or injury or whatnot. Just the list goes on. So Jokic just has to win more titles. That's the only thing left for him to do.